They say don't turn away from technology. They say turn away from technology. And in the middle, there we are, trying to figure out exactly what to do. What do we do with the technology that we're given? You know, something I've pondered for years is all the things that we've created over this, vast time. How only over the last couple hundred years have we really got into this industrial revolution and created all these monstrous machines. And it's just so amazing to see how far we've come, but really to look at how we're just treading water at the same time. How it appears that we have so much going for us, but we know that we're still lacking a lot. But it doesn't mean that we should feel defeated, and it doesn't mean that we should feel like we've wasted time. And this is something that I think is important only because I used to be one of the people that thought we've been wasting time. I thought humans are, squandering what we're here to do, and only over experience in life was I able to say, hey, who the hell am I to say what we're here to do? The fact that we have a consciousness, and, after looking at the various histories of, argument and philosophy and all these different, facets of life, especially seeing I guess I don't want to get too far off track, but observing the world around us, seeing how it works, and just taking it for what it is, that's kind of, I guess the rudimentary, it's difficult to think of the words. What would be the default mode of a human? It might be to, explore, to seek. It could be to just live. But I think that humans and their consciousness and our awareness, makes us seek out things, and we have curiosity, and we want to discover. And once you realize that humans want to invent things and create things, you see that there's no way to escape it, Not that we'd want to, but, that we don't have to abandon everything that we've created just because we used maybe some false means to get there. For example, many of the greatest discoveries were stolen from others, and many of the greatest cures came at the cost of testing on many innocent people. Much peace has come at the result of war. And we can't turn back the clock and change these things, nor would we want to, because if we did, we wouldn't have that perspective, if that makes sense. I'm not one to support anything negative, but the reality is without the negative there would be no positive. And this is life. So we take it for what it is. And I guess what got me thinking about this particular at this moment is I walked outside and I had my phone in my hand and I was looking down at it, and I've got all these access to all these little buttons. I can go to YouTube, I can go to my camera, I can go into my folders and files and a million different things. I don't abandon technology. I utilize it. But if it disappeared tomorrow, I wouldn't be dependent on it for my well-being. Social media is not, the be-all, end-all of my life. It's, having Google at my disposal is a great thing, but it's not like I'm going to suffer because I don't have it. So I guess what I'm saying is just to use these things that we're given. Don't deny them. I guess television would be the perfect example. A lot of people are really opposed to TV because it's a zombie box. It really is. But, for a lot of people and the lifestyle that we live today, where we work our butts off for, while we're at work, then we come home and, maybe we have nothing else to do. Sure, we could be filling our times with other things, but sometimes it's nice to just sit down and watch a stupid movie sometimes, you know. At least that's how I see it. That's how I live my life. I would feel guilty if I sat watching TV all day, but that's a different story altogether. There was a time in my life where I did, but I was in a lot of pain back then. You know, you just get suckered into just sitting there watching television because you can't stand up, you can't move. But anyway, technology is there to utilize when we need it. And it's a pretty cool damn thing. I gotta say that, you know, when I say technology, I mean everything we've created, all the inventions we've made, all the discoveries and cures and vaccines, which people are so opposed to because, you know, vaccines are dangerous. And, you know, I went through all that when I, you know, had my kids and had to decide whether or not to vaccinate them, you know, and all these different, you know, things that we've, you know, discoveries we've made that we have to be wary about, yet realize that sometimes it's for the better, for the greater good. And I guess that's all I got this evening. So, peace out, everybody, and sleep well, or awake well, wherever you may be.